Virgo, listen to me right now because something's building and you can feel it. Saturday the 28th. That date is sitting in your mind for a reason. Not because anything magical is scheduled to happen, but because you're at a breaking point with something, and that day represents a threshold you've set for yourself. And there's a call, a message, a reach out that hasn't happened yet, that you've been waiting for, that's creating this specific tension in your chest every time you check your phone. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and subscribe if you want to stay connected. Now let's talk about what you're actually sitting with right now. Stop everything and pay attention, because this matters more than you're admitting. You're waiting, actively waiting. Even though you're telling yourself you're not, you're going through your day, handling your business, acting normal, but underneath, you're on standby. Every notification that comes through, you check fast. Heart jumping slightly, hoping it's them. And when it's not, when it's just random stuff, work stuff, people who don't matter, you feel that drop, that disappointment, that not yet feeling. And you're getting tired of it. Tired of being on edge, tired of caring this much about whether someone contacts you or not. But here you are, still checking, still hoping, still waiting for that specific name to appear. Let me tell you what's actually happening here, because you're not seeing it clearly. Saturday the 28th isn't magic. It's not cosmically significant. It's not when the universe has scheduled something to arrive for you. It's a deadline you created. Maybe consciously, maybe not. But you created it. Your brain needed an endpoint, a marker, by this date, something needs to shift moment, because waiting indefinitely is torture. But waiting until a specific point feels manageable. So you picked that date, or it picked you. Either way, it's there now, and part of you believes something's going to break open on that day, that they'll finally call, finally text, finally reach out, that all this waiting will make sense because it was building toward that moment. But let me be real with you. That might not happen. Saturday might come and go, and your phone might stay silent from them. And you need to prepare for that possibility, not to be negative, to be realistic. Because putting all your hope on one date, one moment, one expected contact, that's setting yourself up for devastation if it doesn't arrive exactly when and how you want it. Now, let me tell you what this unanswered call actually represents. It's not just about them not reaching out. It's about what that silence means to you. It means they're not thinking about you, at least not enough to act on it. It means you're still waiting for them to choose you, and they're choosing not to. It means the connection you felt, the thing you thought was mutual, maybe it wasn't as deep on their side, and that hurts. That's the real pain underneath the waiting, not the absence of contact, the meaning you've assigned to that absence. But here's what you're missing. Their silence isn't always about you. Sometimes it's completely about them. Maybe they're dealing with their own stuff, their own chaos, their own inability to show up for anyone right now. Maybe they're scared, confused, processing, not ready. Maybe they know that reaching out opens something they're not prepared to follow through on, so they stay silent, not because you don't matter, because they can't handle what you represent right now. Or maybe, and you need to sit with this, maybe they're just not as invested as you are. Maybe for you this is significant. For them it's casual. Maybe they think about you sometimes, but not constantly. wonder about you, but not urgently. Maybe reaching out or not reaching out doesn't carry the weight for them that it carries for you. And if that's true, that's painful information. But it's clarifying information, because you can't build anything real with someone who's lukewarm while you're on fire. Now, here's what I need you to understand about Saturday the 28th. Whether they reach out or not doesn't determine your worth, doesn't validate or invalidate the connection. It just gives you information about where they are, about what they're capable of right now. And you get to decide what to do with that information. If they do reach out, if that call finally comes through, don't just collapse in relief. Don't just accept contact because you've been starving for it. Actually evaluate what they're offering, why they're reaching out now, what's changed. Is this real reconnection, or is this breadcrumbing? Is this them finally ready, or just them bored? Is this leading somewhere? Or is this just enough contact to keep you hoping without them committing? You need to assess, not just accept, because the fact that they made you wait this long matters. The fact that you've been in uncertainty while they've been comfortable with silence, that tells you something about how they handle connection, about what you can expect going forward. And if Saturday comes and they don't reach out, if the 28th arrives and passes and your phone stays silent from them, then you have your answer. Not the answer you wanted, but an answer. Their silence is a statement. It's them showing you through inaction what their words might never say. I'm not ready. I'm not interested enough. I'm not capable of showing up the way you need. Whatever the specific reason, the result is the same. They're not choosing you right now, and you can't make someone choose you. Can't convince them into wanting you enough to act. You can only decide what you're going to do with their choice. Are you going to keep waiting? Keep hoping they'll eventually come around? Or are you going to take their silence as information and start moving differently? That's your decision to make, not on Saturday. Now. Because here's the thing about waiting for blasts, for big moments, for specific dates when everything changes. Life rarely works that way. Change happens in decisions, not in dates. Saturday the 28th only has power if you give it power. Only matters if you decide it matters. You could wait until then and nothing changes. Or you could decide right now, today, that you're done waiting, that you're reclaiming your energy from someone who's not actively choosing you, that you're redirecting your hope toward your own life instead of toward their potential contact. That's a choice you can make any day, not just Saturday, right now. Here's what staying quiet and waiting actually does to you. It keeps you small, keeps you passive, keeps you in a position where someone else's actions determine your emotional state. You're giving them so much power. Power to make your day good or bad based on whether they reach out. Power to keep you in limbo while they take all the time they need to decide if you're worth their effort. That's not balance. That's not healthy. That's you shrinking yourself around their uncertainty. And I know why you're doing it. You're doing it because you believe if you just wait long enough, if you're patient enough, if you don't push, they'll come around. They'll realize. They'll choose you. And maybe they will. But at what cost to you? How much of yourself are you sacrificing while you wait for them to wake up? How long are you willing to be on hold? Because here's what you need to hear. You're not a backup plan. You're not a maybe. You're not someone who should be sitting around waiting for someone else to decide if you're worth reaching out to. You're the person someone should be excited to contact, should be initiating with, should be clear about wanting. And if this person isn't doing that, if you're the one doing all the emotional labor of hoping and waiting, that imbalance tells you everything. So let me tell you what Saturday the 28th could actually be. Not the day they finally call, the day you finally stop waiting, the day you decide you're done giving energy to someone who's not matching it, the day you choose yourself with the same intensity you've been choosing them. That would be a blast. That would be significant. That would actually change something. And here's what happens when you make that shift. When you stop waiting and start living. Stop hoping and start building. Suddenly you're not checking your phone every 5 minutes, not interpreting every notification as potential contact from them. You're present. You're engaged. You're investing in your actual life instead of your imagined life with them. And something interesting happens when you do that. Either they notice, they feel the shift, they realize you're not waiting anymore, and suddenly they start pursuing, or they don't. They stay silent. And you realize you're actually okay without them. Both outcomes are better than where you are now. Both outcomes give you clarity and forward motion. But staying in this waiting pattern, this keeps you stuck, keeps you small, keeps you hoping for something you can't control. So here's what you do between now and Saturday. You live fully, completely, like someone who's not waiting for anything. You make plans. You engage with people who are actually present. You invest in yourself. You stop checking your phone compulsively. Stop analyzing their social media. Stop looking for signs. You redirect all that energy toward your own growth, your own goals, your own life. And when Saturday comes, if they reach out, great. Assess it clearly. If they don't, you're already in motion, already building, already choosing yourself. Either way, you're not devastated because you're not sitting around waiting for them to validate you. That's power. That's freedom. That's what happens when you stop making someone else's actions the center of your emotional world. Now, let me be real with you about something else. The reason you're fixated on this date, this call, this person, it's not just about them. It's about what they represent. They represent possibility, connection, being chosen, being wanted. And you've been feeling unchosen for a while now. By them, maybe by others before them. And you're tired of it. You want to be the person someone pursues. Someone calls. Someone can't wait to talk to. And that's valid. That's human. That's a reasonable thing to want. But you can't get it by waiting, by being passive, by hoping they suddenly see your worth. You get it by embodying it, by being so clear on your own value that you don't tolerate being left on red, by being someone who expects to be pursued because you know what you bring. And when you operate from that place, when you truly know your worth, you don't wait for calls that don't come. You don't analyze silence. You don't give second chances to people who didn't show up the first time. You just move forward with people who match your energy, who show up, who choose you clearly. And everyone else, they become irrelevant, background noise while you build your life. So take what resonates here, leave what doesn't, and know that Saturday the 28th doesn't hold your fate. You hold your fate. Through the choices you make, the boundaries you set, the energy you claim back. That date can be significant if you make it significant. Not by waiting for someone else to act, by you acting, by you deciding, by you choosing yourself finally. The blast you're waiting for, it's not coming from outside, it's not coming from them, it's coming from you. The moment you decide, you're done waiting. The moment you reclaim your power from someone who's been holding it without earning it, the moment you say, I'm not available for breadcrumbs anymore, I'm not available for maybes, I'm not available for silence, that's the blast, that's the shift. That's what changes everything. And you can do that any day, Saturday or today. The power's always been yours. Stop giving it away to people who don't value it. Take it back. Use it. Build with it. That's how you create the life you want, not by waiting for someone to choose you. By choosing yourself so completely that their choice becomes irrelevant. You've got this. You've always had this. Now act like it. Stop waiting. Start living. The blast you're looking for is the one you create. Make it count.